What's up, Crows? Scarecrow here with Abstract Gaming. In today's video, we're going to be reviewing Resident Evil 2. Okay, so I have this broken down into a few categories to kind of cover all the aspects of this game. Starting off with atmosphere. This game does a great job of putting you in these beautiful environments that has been plagued by this zombie outbreak. And honestly, they truly are beautiful. You have all the areas from the original, so you'll remember them quite well. You have the police department, you have the car lot / sewer, and of course, the laboratory. So they're somewhat broken down into categories, but you can eventually run from the police department to the car lot, back to the police department. So at one point, this game feels quite expansive. Like, you do go through the same rooms quite a few times, but it never feels boring. Like, it doesn't feel repetitive. Eventually, you come to some places you quite look forward to. Like, okay, I can rest here. The enemies aren't going to come in and kill me here. And they're all filled with these secrets and puzzles and all these things that make them quite diverse. And honestly, there's even the Stars room that was from the original, which is pretty cool to see again. And there's actually some pretty cool stuff hidden there as well. On to the second point, enemies. There's a huge variety of enemies in this. There's the zombies, but there's so many different variations. There's casual zombies. There's police zombies. There's heavier police zombies. There's heavier casual zombies. There's police women. A different police woman. There's different policemen. All these, and it kind of adds like, okay, this was a real person at one point that has now been infected by the virus. Also, Mr. X is back. I'm sure you've seen him in the trailers. He is such a nuisance in this game, and he pretty much follows you everywhere. All over the police department. The only places that are safe are the ones with the saves and the crates. And also, he follows you a little bit in the car lot. He is in the laboratory for a little while too. And also, he kind of becomes a boss at one point, and he looks insane. William returns, as always, with his various forms. There's a plant-like monster later that you fight that can poison you, I think. They put a lot of blue herbs there. I'm pretty sure it can poison you. The alligator is back, the one you actually blow up. And also, there's a new monster in the sewer that wasn't in the original game. There's a blob-like monster. And there are not a shortage of these things. There's like 6 at one point. They're all over the place. And they can be a bullet sponge eventually. I ran out of bullets quite quickly. On to the third point, the story. So this is something they did really well. If you played the original, you will see a lot of returning aspects to the story, but they also added some newness to it. They gave it some life. It feels very 2019, which is something they really needed to do. Yes, we wanted a remake, but they took it a step further and added more to it. And they did a fantastic job, and it really gives me hope for future games. I want to see more remakes. Or I just want to see more of this kind of Resident Evil that I know Capcom can make. And it was truly fun. Like, I love the story. Even Scenario B has a slightly different story than Scenario A, and I love both parts. Leon's story is great. Claire's story is great. Just a few minor parts that wasn't perfection, but they were quite good as well. Our next point, the characters. You know how great Resident Evil 4 was? I want them to go back and redo Resident Evil 4 with this kind of character format that they have made. Seriously, they feel so human that they feel fantastic. They have a very good chemistry between each other. Ada was really the worst one. I agree with my sister on that, but even she wasn't that bad. Shari was great. I even liked her mom in Scenario B. Claire and Leon played great off of each other's characters. It was so good. Like, honestly, there was a guy you see in one of the videotapes who I was like, oh man, I feel sorry for him. And I only saw him for like 5 seconds. It is that good. I can only imagine what Chris and Jill would be like if they made Resident Evil 1 this way. I can only imagine what Chris and Sheva would be like that. They made Resident Evil 5 this way. They really do. Seriously, they went all out with characters on this one. Like, it blows my mind how great it was. I would like to see a movie with these kind of characters. Seriously, they were fleshed out that great that it was so fun to watch them on screen. My next point, weapons. Not counting the weapons you unlock by beating the game in 3 hours, beating the game with S rank. Not counting all those, there is a nice variety of weapons anyway in the world. Seriously, there's like 5 to 6 weapons per character. And you can play the entirety of the game and not get all of them. That is where they reward you for actually going in, searching out everything, unlocking all the doors, doing all the puzzles. They actually reward you for that, which is great. That's how a game should be played, at least a single-player game. It should reward you for the amount of time and how much you look around, how thorough you are with every room. They should reward you for that, and Resident Evil 2 does. They do such a fantastic job on this that I've beat the game twice in like 2 days. And I'm working on it again. It's that fun because of all the stuff they added into it. I don't get bored of it. I actually want to go and play it right now. That's how fun this game is. So, that's kind of all my points. So, now it comes to the rating of the game. So, due to all these points, and like I said, I really don't have a bad thing to say about it. Out of 10, I'd give it a 9.5. That's because a 10, I can't see any game getting a 10. It would be perfect. This game is really, really close. Like, I almost would give it a 10. I honestly would, really close, give it a 10. I can't think of one reason not to give it a 10, but I'm going to give it a 9.5. So guys, if you're a Resident Evil fan, even if you're not, this game is fantastic. Go pick it up, play it. Play it again and again, because it's so much fun. And Capcom should see how much this kind of Resident Evil should be wanted, because it's fantastic. Every Resident Evil should be made this way. 9.5 out of 10. So guys, I'm going to end the video here. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're one of the first ones to know exactly when we upload. Like always, guys, like always, God bless, and don't forget to wipe